I can't believe you, Dave, man. Like, it's out of order.
Have you secretly recorded?
Yeah, I'm secretly recorded so you two
You're recording. Nah, Dave. Look how black and red that is. Where's your seaweed as well?
Right.
That's how I know you haven't put it all in. That's how I know you haven't put it all in, brother.
Mine's just a bigger bowl. Yours is dark at the bottom because it's.
Mate, look how dark that is.
Yeah.
Look,
No, man.
mate, I can. This is burning my nostril hair already. Nah, Dave. Look, everyone's gonna type in the comments now. You little pussy. That's why they're gonna type in.
Yeah. For people that don't know me, I can't take heat, and I have lemon and herb at Nando's. Well, Will has it hot the ass. That's what he has.
I'm upset, man.
What week are we, Dave? By the way. What week are we in?
I don't know. 18?
19, I believe.
19. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Week 19. Sorry for that abrupt start. They tried to catch us out. Before we get into this week's show, we have a forfeit. So at the start of the season, we agreed when one of our teams, so I'm Liverpool, Wills, Arsenal, scumbag, and those Man United, that whoever loses in our head-to-head games, the forfeit is a cup or a packet of spicy noodles. So Liverpool defeated Wales, Arsenal in the FA Cup. That's the same colour as mine, you cock.
Yeah, you're lying, man. Look how red that is. That's fucking red, mate.
Fucking, I think that is.
No.
That's not.
Actually, I take it back. Do you know what? Maybe, right? Will's camera's better than ours. So it's sharper. And in real life, they might be seeing what he's seeing on your camera. It's true. It
is true. Thank you.
Because it might be.
But anyway, before we start the show, we have to do a forfeit, which is I have to say 140 gram packet of spicy noodles, and Will's got 75 grams. Pussy hole.
Yeah, you didn't put even half the packet of sauce in there, bro. I know you didn't.
Mate.
Gasser.
We'll
let Vo talk about his United whilst we're down this, and then we can talk about our game, right?
You guys down it in 2 minutes because I haven't got much to say, and we've got a busy lot of topics to go through. So, but Man United 3-0, Onana clean sheet, best keeper in the world. Garnacho 2 goals. Rasmus Højlund. How many goals has Rasmus Højlund scored? He has scored. I need to start getting him in our fantasy football.
I think it's 10 in all games.
10 in all games?
In all games. Dave, you're not allowed water yet.
What kind of water?
You got a little bit, Dave.
I'll have to have water. You two have spicy when you do hot pot. How's this even fair?
But this is the beauty of it. We knew when it comes to you, Dave, that this is a real punishment. Whereas, we said we had the times 2 though, so.
Yeah, but you didn't. You never have.
But anyway, guys, literally, Man United, that is it. Onana, no mistake, nothing to complain about. Garnacho scored 2 goals. Rasmus Højlund got his goal. 3rd goal in a row. 4th game in 5 games. Ten Hag in. But to be fair, that's probably more. West Ham was probably more shit than Man United's good. So.
You see, when that reporter was like, Ten Hag, so how come you let Rashford straight back into the team?
Yeah.
And then why you treat Jadon Sancho like that?
And he said, because Rashford kept it internally and Sancho went to the press. Which is, to me, there's some truth in that, right? I even wrote in the chat now, but there's a bit of a piss take that Rashford got the starting place back straight away, kind of thing. Just dropped under the rug. But no, that's it, right? That's it. Look, I'm 4 minutes in.
Dave, look, I see you swigging on that water, bruv.
Dave, how you doing?
Mate, you got to let him have water.
After.
That was a rule.
Dave's got lipstick on.
Oh, my fucking lip.
You're right there. You're right there, Dave.
I think you've got left out. I think I want a partner.
It's nice.
Yeah. Times 2 next time, Will.
Times 2 next one.
Times 2 next time.
I don't think we'll lose next time.
All right, that's it. Will's first to finish. So, Arsenal or Liverpool? I have to start first. I did not put Arsenal winning that game whatsoever. You can see it. Like I just didn't. I just thought the form that Liverpool were going on, and the way I think Arsenal's season were going on, thought Liverpool would win that like quite comfortably, two goal margin or whatnot. But it shows how little I know, I guess.
But the thing is, that's why I was confident with a win, because if you look at all the past performances for us against Liverpool over the last 2, 3, 4 games, we've been on top. I can feel it already. Woo! We've been on top. So you're right there, Dave.
No, I think I'm gonna have to leave the podcast.
Even the FA Cup, when we lost it, we played really well in the first half, and then we just kind of fell away a little bit, and Liverpool took their chances. In the FA Cup first half, we would have if we'd taken our chances, we would have been 2-3 up in the first half of that game. But this time we did take our chances, even though there were 2 massive howlers. And you know what? I have some Liverpool friends, all coming up to me in the chat, talking to me about, how are you talking about Saliba being the best defender in the Premier League? Look what he's done now. That's fucking karma for you, That you turn around, you get the best defender, so-called best defender in the league for the past couple of seasons, best goalkeeper past 2 seasons, coming up, and they do that, and you're telling me they're world class.
Who's more at fault of the 2, you reckon?
Van Dijk, he's weak. How can you let Martinelli nudge you off there? He didn't even push him or nothing.
Yeah, not even weak, but he just cleared it from time ago or whatnot. I don't know what he was thinking.
It's Van Dijk because he kind of, as he goes in, he gets nudged, and then he kind of clips Alisson a little bit.
You see, Alisson would have got it, but he ended up But yeah, I think Van Dijk's probably more at fault. But Alisson, I don't know though. It's a bit out more than he needed. I think I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah,
I'm done, lads.
Did you finish it, Dave?
Half.
Show us.
Half. What kind of fourth is this, bro? You're like just as bad as Steph for Project Tattoo, mate.
Well, at least I've attempted mine.
No, you have to.
Yeah, you haven't even got the outline.
Before we finish by 11ish, Dave, that needs to be gone, man.
I'm sweating though. To be fair, sweating.
Is Arsenal in the league now? Back on.
We're back on track. I don't know about winning the league, but we're back on track. But see, this yesterday I was like, yeah, come on, Brentford. But this is City, man. They just do the business. Just do the business, and that's the scary thing. They can just go on a massive run now, and that's what they do. Second half of the season, they always manage to string like a load of games together, and it's madness.
Yeah. 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 yesterday as well. Was madness. Foden.
Was Arsenal more good or Liverpool bad? I guess it's a bit of both, isn't it?
Nah, Liverpool were bad.
Yeah.
Liverpool were bad. It's not that we made Liverpool look bad.
Which is why I say surprising, seeing as the form they were kind of come through, and I mean they are still missing Salah, but they've been missing Salah anyway, but still getting the results. But yeah, I think Gakpo up front just offers nothing. He's not done anything much in this couple of season and a half he's been there. But yeah, was you raging? So Dave, was you raging during that game? I have got an issue though. It says, "So Rizzo's browser's preventing recording. Ask so Rizzo to refresh the page." Dave, how you feeling about the Noodles first and then the game?
Well, my tongue's on fire. I can barely talk. My tongue's on fire.
Right, I give you 18 because you don't normally handle your spice, so it must be
Yeah, fair play that you did it.
Yeah.
Fair
Well,
play
actually,
that you did it.
fair play if you finish it, more like. Sorry, Dave. I can't give you ratings just yet. You're still beating a bit.
I ain't gonna finish it.
Okay, fine. Any views on your Liverpool, beloved Liverpool? Dave's on mute now.
Dave, we asked you a question, brother.
Yeah, my tongue's on fire. I can barely talk.
You gotta talk through it, bro. That's part of the challenge.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay. So we're skipping Liverpool. Liverpool was shit. Missing Salah. Gakpo's rubbish. Gravenbach is crap. McAllister is crap. VVD, best defender in the world. Big mistake. Trent Alexander can't defend, save his life. They're actually missing a new dude, Bradley. Now he would have done better. But
That's sad news for him, though. Like, he's gone off on a high like that.
everyone in the chat was like, "Oh, where's Bradley? Where's Bradley?" And then a quick search, yeah, this is his, which is mad, isn't it? Because he's only just broken to the scene, and then his father passed away, which reminds me of another player that also happened to what's that Man United guy who went Leeds, little winger, forgotten his name.
Lanizaj.
No. English. Anyway, same thing.
No.
He broke into the scene, and his father passed away.
Oh, the pacey one?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
pacey one? Oh, forget his name. I know, I can see him. Daniels or something like that.
Yeah, something Daniels.
Daniel James or something.
Daniel James, that's it. Two first names. Daniel James. Dan James is what his name. Dan James. Yeah, same thing. So it must be quite nuts, isn't it? But fine. 11 minutes. We're done. Footy's done. Predictions. We didn't even get any predictions in, did we? Because we made a cardinal mistake in only accounting Tuesday game, and then the weekend came. So
No, but we did make it on during the game. At the start of the game.
yeah, that's true. And then you went for 2-1. No, 2-1.
No, 2-1.
Yeah, well,
we won 3-1.
I thought, like I said, Liverpool by 2 goals didn't come to fruition. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
What you got in your lips, Dave?
Dave's got eyes. Can't be that bad, Dave.
Right.
You need milk.
It's hot.
Does he not look like he's in a nurse uniform as well? He's gonna try and save him. He's gonna try and save himself, innit?
Don't get you mentioned, yeah.
CPR on himself.
He does.
I'm sweating though. I am sweating. I'm feeling the sweat on the sides of my head.
Fantasy football. I had a nightmare.
Yeah, what are you saying, Vo?
You know what? And then where's Will at? Like Carmen, that's the biggest car. I was sitting 5th, now I've dropped all the way to 11th. You've gone back above me. Christine's gone back above me. And all of these people, man, it was
That was your mistake, just for saying anything.
The transfers of nightmare. I took out Watkins, who made 17 points for Haaland, and I took out
18.
Took out Foden, because I need to make space for City for bloody
Double game week.
The only bright spot in those two, that at least the two that I bought in return, they got assists each. At least it weren't complete blank. But yeah, if you're gonna have a bad week like that is as bad as it gets.
Oh, terrible.
Our was champ Viddy's back on top. Friend from Thailand second, just a point behind him. Tricks has fallen a bit, so yeah.
Friend from Thailand is working hard, boy. He's going overtime on the research.
Yeah. He actually not, I don't know how lucky, but he benched Conha with 17 points. But what can you do about that? Otherwise he'll be flying. Dave, you back with us yet? Dave actually didn't do bad. He's actually...
Is he off the bottom now?
He's 17th now, which is only like, got 6 spaces behind me, so it's getting better. It's getting better. 17th. Dave, you not said a single word yet, bro. Still muted. Do you want to ask us about? If we asked you about the BJ question, would you answer then? Okay, should we go on to them then?
Well,
don't get a chance to talk about anything. What time is it?
Maybe this forfeit needs to be. You need to do it after chatting, I guess. Right.
What time
First things first. Yeah. It's the question that one of you guys have always that you mentioned in a few times is what are your thoughts on Piano Man and the Chinese film crew? And then the follow-on question is probably the same person, but it goes China Woman or Piano Man, whose side? And I know I had one job, but I've actually still not watched any of the videos. So Will, give us a little background story of this.
So basically, there's a group of Chinese people in the background doing some filming, or that's what they claim that they were doing. They're doing some filming for China. The thing is with the Piano Man, he got a lot of things wrong. So he got off on the wrong foot for me, in the sense that he went up to them, called them Japanese, and started asking them to dance. It's like, what is this for? But anyway, so apparently he's playing the piano and he's recording, and they've got them in the shot as well. But it's a public place. It's St. Pancras, I think.
Yeah.
And you got the free piano, and then he's playing around. So he's got them in the frame of the shot. But because it's a public place, I don't know where they were coming from, but maybe they had a mandate that they were not to be recorded or something, the Chinese group. And then one of the Chinese ladies came over to him and asked to be removed from the video because they didn't want to be shown on the video, which I think you can do. Like to be blurred out. Yeah. I think it is to be blurred out. You can be. They can do that. But she was asking for, I think, for the video to be deleted along the lines of that. And obviously in the UK, you're allowed to video in public. So shouldn't be a problem. But she asked for the video to be deleted, which I don't think she has any right to do. Someone went to bring the police around, and one of the female police were just having a mare of handling the actual situation in the first place. She was like, "Oh, don't be racist," and so she's already claiming that he's being racist, where he was being factual in the things that he was saying. There was a Chinese flag, obviously CCP, he called it a communist flag, which I think China is a communist state.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was wrong in saying that.
I think it's just when the women come out in that way, it's automatically you're labelled racist. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but there was a part in the video where a Chinese man, the piano man, touched the flag of the Chinese woman, and then there was a Chinese man who started shouting. It was like, "Don't touch her!" like that.
That's probably a great impression.
Really loud, and he was like, the Chinese guy was shouting and causing a massive scene about, which I thought was nothing. Dave, I'm actually looking at Dave. He's like literally dying. He's losing the will to live. So basically, that's what's happened. They went off. The police couldn't do anything because the piano man was well within his rights for that, and it became a big thing, big talking point after that. Who was right, who was wrong.
So I didn't watch the video. I only just saw the headline.
Yeah.
The video's like 18 minutes or something like that, right? It's quite long.
Yeah, it's too long to watch. It's too long to watch.
It was so I remember seeing the headline. I read the few first paragraph and it's too long. And then for my initial reaction is basically I'm with Piano Man in the sense that again, if you're in a public space and you get recorded, then tough luck. You get what I mean? And then to request that bit again, I can't sympathise with them. It's tough. I read it as basically they were saying that we're from China, so we can't be in your video. Something
along those lines. But what I didn't like was they turned it into a racist thing, where I just didn't think it was. Piano Man didn't help himself in right at the start for saying, there's a Japanese group, so. In a way, it can be spun as that. It can be. But I just regard that as, we've talked about racism before. I just think it's just ignorance. It's not racism. He wasn't being hateful towards it. That's what I think racism is. If you're being hateful towards a community of a different race, then that is racist to me. For him, it's just ignorance, and he didn't know better, and he had to be educated on that. But what smacked it for me was the actual guy trying to fabricate something that from nothing. The piano man didn't. Yeah, the piano man didn't touch her.
Right.
But he started shouting to cause a scene or to cause, or provoke the situation. So, like, for me, if you're going to fabricate anything, that is cardinal sin for me. You cannot be doing something like that.
So, in short, whose side would you take?
Piano man.
Yeah. With full knowledge, piano man. With limited knowledge, I'm still on piano man. I just think the Chinese crew probably just overly protective and thinking they're above everything in that sense, and then slightly playing the race card. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't like it any time when someone plays a race card, because it's just like you have run out of places to go, and then you just turn to that because it's the easiest thing.
To be fair, when we play the race card like that, it is almost automatic. Because it unfairly treat them in the sense that they're already we already made the decision that they must be racist. Does that make sense? As soon as something confrontational happens, and we're Chinese, I'm Chinese, automatic one, they must be racist. You get what I mean? Because then, but that's Dave, have you watched the video at all? No? Okay, fine. Moving on. Piano Man 1, 2. All right, so we've got quite a mixed bag. A lot of, we'll see how many we go through. But Piano Man, here's one. How good is your gaydar?
Do you know what? These days, you just don't know. Maybe back in the days, you might catch. Obviously, for me, how I guess is a stereotype is the flamboyancy, campness is what I associate with gay, but it's not like that. It actually isn't. So, to be honest, I don't really pick up anything. Like one of my old bosses was or is. And I didn't really pick it up until he said something about it, and I was like, "Oh, right, okay."
What you said is that he must be a proper, straight gay. If that makes sense. Proper, I don't know, but normal gay. If that makes sense. Because you said him gay, it's just all of that, out there.
Yeah, but that's how we depict it, right? That's how maybe we've seen it in movies or whatever. That's how we kind of stereotype, like being gay, but actually it isn't. It can be quite normal. Like I've seen really normal, like every day you just go out about, do your thing, and you just until they say, then that's when you kind of find out.
Yeah.
So no, I've got a bad one. I don't know.
I think my one got decent. There's some signs, and you're you put them in the maybe crowd, and then not years later, and they're slowly but surely, you hear that they are, and you're like, make complete sense. You know what I mean? Just whatever. But like you said, they're probably more obvious though. Like dress sense. The figures. There's patterns of speech and all of that. But yeah. There you go. Dave,
you're going to talk this. We should have got a guest on if we knew you were going to be like this. I'm coming for this, man. Don't.
I was going to react to spicy noodles, and my mouth calmed down. I had 2 pieces of chocolate and 2 glasses of water, so I think that's
right. You calm down now. You got to use your mouth in a minute. To talk.
Jump in when the question heightens your senses. Yeah.
No, it's not going to contribute. I think I'm a bit like Vo. I think there's certain characteristics, like for anything, anything stereotypical. There is certain characteristics and certain mannerisms.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's pretty decent, but I have been.
You've been wrong. Have you been wrong? Have you wrongly labelled someone?
No, not wrongly labelled. I'm just shocked when I found out.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think I've.
But then after the initial shocking, then you start piecing stuff together. You think, actually, it makes more sense now.
Yeah,
You get me?
they do. But I think a lot of them do, and I'm not saying they shy away from that. They do have those characteristics, and they do. What's the word? Amplify those characteristics and mannerisms. And I think, I think dress and hair cut is usually like, well, even for them to speak, you can just spot that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but those are I guess easier ones to spot.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I like it. I haven't been wrong too many times. Who knows? Anyway, Gaydar on point. Another simple question: why do exes come back? It's quite a question. Is like, but I don't. Maybe the question's framed as like, why do people break up, but then an ex would like scatter back to someone, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Does that widen the question for you?
Yeah, I
like the grass isn't greener on the other side type thing.
Yeah. Why do exes come back? I think I don't know. It needs to be expanded, but I think like maybe like okay. I'm trying to think. Maybe like why do people break up and think it's the right move, and then months later, I'll be like, oh, actually, no, I missed them, and go back, kind of thing. But ultimately, they must have made that decision in the first place to break up. Like things weren't right. You know what I'm trying to say? And so I don't know. I just think exes come back. Some people, yeah, they do think things are better out there, right? But then after a few months elapse, and then they start longing, and you know when people are single and broken up from a relationship, I think they is a fear because they're getting into the unknown. You get me? And you start thinking forward, and then you start thinking, oh, actually, maybe I do miss that company, and actually, maybe things weren't so bad, kind of thing. You get me? And you start making further excuses for the things that you didn't like.
Yeah, you start justifying their actions and stuff.
You start justifying even the things you didn't like, but then there's you start digging deeper into things that you do miss, and then so sometimes you don't even miss the. I don't know. It's a bit of both. You do miss the person, but you're missing what they provide and give, as opposed to actually missing the relationship for what it is. If that makes sense. Like it's not a perfect relationship, but
Yeah, it's because you find yourself, unless you're quick to get back in the saddle, like you're gonna have some time out. You're gonna have like cup noodles for dinner, as opposed to like a candlelit dinner.
Yeah, it's true. Stuff like that. Like if they nurtured you a lot, cook for you, you'll start thinking about that. You'll be like, but then I do miss the cooking. You know what I mean? It's just that fear of all these things.
Fear of the unknown, fear of something different, fear of going back onto using apps. Yeah, that sort of thing. So, yeah,
that's a bloody fear, mate. Like, but can't begin to tell you how much of a like a job it feels like sometimes. But like I've never experienced myself wanting to go back to an ex, so I don't know. And on the flip side of that, maybe one person has tried to get back with me, and I think it is for that reason. Like, so some of those reasons that you've mentioned is like the grass isn't greener, like, or they miss the companionship or whatever. I'm sure they're in a relationship now, but yeah, it was just weird for me to experience that, because I was like, you wanted out anyway, so what are you doing back? Well, I don't get it. It's just quite confusing to me.
I'll put you a photo. If someone broke up with you and you still really like them, like they just broke up with you and their reason is like, I just whatever. The relationship was going well, but they want to break up with you for whatever reason, and you haven't stopped loving them, and then they go off and kind of see someone else for whatever short time period or whatnot, but then be like, nah, you know what? I made a mistake. Let's get back together. And in your mindset, initial mindset, you do still love them, by the way, Ish. Could you think your relationship would ever go back to what it was, and you can dismiss that little break that they've had? And could bear in mind, there's nothing wrong with her, And the relationship for you was perfect. She just had that lapse, and then a new date. Do you think you can ever get back? Like you, is that forgivable? Yeah,
I think so, because I think sometimes that would make a relationship stronger, so long as whoever it is, let's say that is the guy that has to make that decision. Okay, I will get back with her. Let's just say that it's up to the guy to stick with it and not think about, oh well, she's done it before, so I can do it too. So it has to be yes, the two together, and then I think once that happens, when they do get back together, it'll probably be a very, very strong relationship. I think that's happened to one of our friends.
I was gonna say, if anything, it could make them stronger, right? Because they're now you've known, you know.
Well, we know what friend it is, but that's happened to one of our friends, and they seem extremely happy now. You know, like they kind of know, right?
Yeah. Okay, then that's why.
Yeah, I don't think, because you're not the one that broke up with them, right? So
no,
they broke up with you. It could be the roles could be reversed, but it would be tough though. I'd have to admit, it would be tough for me. Like if my girl that I loved broke up with me, and then she had a full on like a proper boyfriend, by the way, you know, like went out, and then everyone knows, oh, this is my new boyfriend, kind of thing, and then let's say a year down the line, be like, look, man. I mean, this happens in films more, I think. I don't know if it happens in real life as much. It can happen.
No, it has happened in real life.
I don't know if
I'm pretty sure it has.
Could take it. It had to deep in, because it's like.
No,
think about it as the person that you really.
Yeah, I think you're slightly different. I thought.
Okay, 6 months.
Maybe we're talking months here, but
no, okay, 6 months. I would have to say 6 months at least. They weren't just like seeing, like having each other company. They're literally boyfriend girlfriend, doing boyfriend girlfriend stuff, yeah, all that, yeah. And then 6 months later, say, look, I made a mistake. I will it'll eat on me too much. I
think that's slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do. I do get your point.
You're saying,
I think in that,
if they broke up and they didn't do anything and then came back,
that's fine. Yeah, just had a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Full on relationship in between you. Do you think you could cope?
I'm just trying to put myself in the situation where, okay, let's say it is a year. I probably would have taken some time to get over.
Yeah.
Her. So you wouldn't feel the same.
So maybe I'm not in that mindset again.
Maybe 6 months.
Then
6 months is better. And in that 6 months, you never stop loving her. You get me? Because I think in a year, you could probably move on by then, right? So 6 months, you're still longing for her. Everything was good. You know, nothing. Everything was good. But whatever had a breakup, she got someone else. It would.
I think I might. I might.
You think?
I think I might.
Yeah.
I think I could deal with that. I think because I can see, I could potentially see how great that relationship would be, because she's realised that, you know, that, and I know that I'm wanted.
Yeah, I see it here. I don't think I could actually. I think if there was if there's a gap between us and it was a full on boyfriend, I think that's the end of the story. Like, you know, do you think it's like, oh, because she's done it before, she can probably do it again? That won't fear me. Like that. Like the story. Okay. We know that she's not a serial cheater or serial runner.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
I think having that gap and having all those thoughts of you know what went on.
Her man. Yeah.
It's a step too far, I would say. Even though, like you said, painted that story. I'm trying to paint the story that is the love of your life, and you could, if you settle this one, you could probably, you know, go sail off into the sunset. But I think that other knowledge is too strong to get over. Yeah. Okay. And then similar question, but not quite. Why do men settle and then cheat on the side? Why do men settle and they cheat on the side? Any insight?
I can say for
did the girl write that question?
Oh, I don't know.
Possible.
Yeah, we don't know. Sorry, Dave. All questions are posted unanimously.
I know.
Anonymously, not unanimously.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Everyone's from third and went, yeah, we'll put that question in.
No, it's just nothing wrong with it. It's just obviously it'd be a weird question for a guy to ask.
Well, why do men settle on children? Not really. It could be, yeah.
A man could be a member of our community, our group, could be feeling that he might be doing something wrong here. We need to guide him, maybe, you know.
Basically, why do men settle and cheat on the side? I think
I'll tell you from
Go on.
a personal like experience. I didn't cheat during the marriage, but it's like there's I think through marriage you go through phases. It just depends on what the relationship is. I'm not saying it's all marriages, but when the man is deprived of something, maybe I'm just talking from my own experience. Your mind starts to wonder, right? Your mind starts to wonder. You can't do certain things, and you are not really feeling like you're a man because you can't release the hormones that are required, the testosterone. No, it's true. I mean, I'm going to say it how it is. You're deprived from that.
The way the describing words you're using is just needing to laugh there. But anyway.
Yeah. But I think that's partly the reasons. Partly some of the reasons are not being in a way respected, not feeling useful in that relationship could lead on to that. I'm not defending men who do go down that route because but I can also see some of the reasons why it might be, because there were strong feelings from my side that I was feeling at that moment in time. But I think as a man, you still have to be strong-willed and prove yourself that you are to not do it as well. But those temptations are there as well, because it can also be not just a guy, it can be other people influencing for the guy, male or female, who knows, you know? But if this person is saying it from the perspective that it's a good relationship from day one and up until that point, and the guy is doing that, then that's just selfishness. There is no reason for that. There should be no reason in the first place. But I can see some of those reasons. But if it's out of pure selfishness, then he's a cunt, really, isn't he?
I think that answers that. I actually read the question maybe slightly wrong and differently, and I read it as like, why do men settle with someone they're not happy with, kind of thing, and then cheat on the side? Do you get what I mean? So like they're settled. Okay. Yeah, that's how I probably, it's probably more of what you said, Will, to be honest. But when I first read that question, I actually read it as like settling with a half decent, half relationship, and then cheat on the side. Do you get what I mean? So the question could be some way of that. And with that one, if it is that version of that question, and it's just more that you're settling because back to that other question of home comforts, isn't it? It's comfortable. You're settling with someone that, although they're not your dream desire and meet all your every need, it's comfortable. You get what I mean? You share finances, you share household, then you share chores, you share all of this, you share companionship, but you're just settling because that's what it gives you. And then the bit on the side adds the layer of excitement, adds that layer of the chase, adds that, you get me? You get
I guess it works both ways as well, right?
Yeah.
As well.
I just got your version of it. So I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
But I just, why are you settling for less in a way?
Yeah.
Right.
You settle in, for less, for not what. Yeah, not for less, but just you're settling. You're not. It's not.
I know. So
then that cheating on the side bit is because you've got what's safe, and then you've got that little outer layer of that excitement again, and you're on that chase. You get what I mean? So
yeah, I didn't think about it like Will's, but obviously it could mean your version, your interpretation as well.
Yeah.
Why?
So,
yeah.
Do you think as a guy you crave the chase?
Not great, but if we go back to all our relationship, that little moment of that bit, it's always the best bit now. It's always the best bit, and I always see it as because you're always chasing, you're always nice to each other, and you're always doing these pleasantries, and it's like a new agreement. It's like a new business agreement, and because it's new, you have to tread carefully. You know what I mean? And then suddenly, when you're in business, you treat each other like shit, and it makes it's bonkers. And I always just see it like that. It's like it was that little moment of like, You would never dare talk to me or her the way we talk to each other now, that kind of thing. But just because you're in a relationship now, you're settled, yeah, you can take these liberties. And you'd be like, why are you doing this for? Why are you doing that for? Do you get what I mean? And I just think, if I just think back to the moment we were chasing each other, everything's blissful. You're saying, I'm the saint. There's nothing. The whole world's all nice and butterflies this, butterflies that. And then as soon as like a certain amount of time like you get comfortable, yeah, then it's almost like the the rudeness comes out, and it's just like it's really weird because it's like an unspoken time limit of what you can get away with. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you treated them that way when you was doing that chase, yeah, you will get battered out, like you're not getting anywhere. So that always.
Are you talking about the honeymoon period?
Yeah, honeymoon period always humours me. That little thought of how nice pleasantries you are at the initial stages. And afraid to chase, like I think that bit's always like, because now, right, when you're in a relationship, you don't look forward to each other. I mean, a little bit, but you don't look forward to each other's messages, right? You don't look, I mean, but you know what I'm trying to say. But when it's new,
turn it
yeah, she does watch this back a lot, by the way. But anyway. When it's new and you're waiting, I wonder what they're up to, when they're going to message, and then they message, and then you think, what should I message them? And then they message you back, and then you're like, oh no, the conversation's running dry, how do I lift it back up? And it's just, level pace, you get what I'm saying? So do you crave the chase? I mean, no, it's always nice, And I think that comes back to my question to you guys wrongly about the dating apps, it must be quite nice, but no, you gotta say no, it's more than that, I guess. But yeah.
I think it's because of volume now.
I think when you try and initially find someone, with building.
Yeah, it's giving me the eyeballs, by the way.
No.
All that.
No, but I'm gonna be curious now.
Yeah.
Oh, Daisy's dead! Oh my god!
I would edit this bit out if I was you.
Harper heard all of that, by the way. You're saying.
I think up to a point, and then I think once you build up rapport, that's when the chase starts again. But initially, to find that person or try and build that foundation, it is a chore.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I think it's like I think we talked about last week. Me and Will's got different experiences, but yeah, I try and build that rapport first before meeting them. And I think, it's not easy trying to get a match and then trying to talk to them, and sometimes you can tell, they're talking to multiple guys, and you think it's not this. But then, when one does come, it gets exciting, like I say, through the chase, trying to find out a bit about them. So it is worth it in the end, but it's that initial period. It's like finding the job, right? Fucking ball ache. But once you're in the job, you're settled in, it's nice. You got it.
Your first day, induction, probation.
Quite a lot of similarities with relationships. Like you said, first day, start the job, best behaviour, this, that, and another. Best suit, best shirt.
Yeah.
Whatever. Leaving early and all of that.
Even brush your teeth.
Right? yeah. As well, right? Right. Okay, go on. So. I think we'll do two more. We'll do two more questions, and I'll let you. Will, do you want to answer the first question I asked first, or the second question I asked first?
I'll answer the second question
first. So therefore, Dave, you got this question. You got this question first. You got it.
I know. Go on.
No, so you got this question first, and it's where's it gone? Oh, no, I thought I lost it. I thought did someone delete it? But okay, today. So if a woman does stuff to your butthole and you enjoyed it, does that define you as gay? Do you need me to repeat the question, or you got it? I think you got it. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's like it's happened to him before. He's trying to tread carefully.
That's been a second. He's thinking, shit. How much do I reveal? How much do I reveal to these guys? So,
firstly, I've never let anyone do anything to my butt.
All right, okay, got that out of the way.
Let's get facts straight. It's something I'm not into, right? You guys might be different, but I'm certainly not into that. And I don't think I would enjoy it. But that's not the question, though, is it?
Yeah. I think
I think it's within the realms of couples exploring.
Okay, yeah, I'm in
I
tune
don't,
with you.
I don't think that makes you gay. You just
Yeah,
you
I'm in
gotta
tune with you because I was gonna say, look, people do it,
Yeah.
and it's not just gay people that do it. So people do it and get enjoyment out of it. So just because as straight men like us, we associate the butthole with gayness, it's probably not. You know what I mean? So a tongue in cheek,
Bruv,
yeah. But I think
I've had girls try it, and I'm just like, no way, man, no way you're going down there. I don't care how many bridges it will build to get us to wherever. We're not going down that route,
man, Jesus Christ.
huh?
So what girls are you meeting on this app? Jesus Christ, no wonder why you got.
Nah, not recent. It's not recent, but bloody hell, man, I do not. Nah, that's not. It's not my.
Can you reveal a bit more for us? Like, is it full on strap on and stuff like that, or
No, no. It was just like a sneaky hand, like little caterpillar coming up, like, and you're feeling the sensation going nearer and nearer. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I flinch every time that happens.
is that why you shaved it in case it was going to happen?
Sure, if I didn't shave it, I'd probably feel it more because the hairs will tell me, innit? The hairs will tell me. It's like a fence, isn't it? The hairs like the fence.
There's been a link between these weeks, like the shape now this woman, yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't like it when they
if you
go
like
that way.
sort of thing, go ahead and do it. It doesn't mean you're gay. But
Yeah.
enjoy
No, what we want to
Yeah.
If you want to do it, enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, so Will, you got this question, and how much would to give another man head? And it goes 2 laughing emojis. Yeah.
How much would you accept?
So there's a joke question.
Yeah. How much would you accept to give another man head?
Well, it could be real.
Oh, I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. To be fair, but
Everyone's got their price.
money does make you happy, boys. I heard Dave say something earlier about a $5, but I'm not about that life. So
You might be.
I think the minimum that you would probably have to give me is maybe 5 million.
5 million. That's quite cheap-ish. Like
It's achievable as well, right? It's achievable.
I'm thinking if I was so basically you only need 5 million. If I had 100 million, I might spend 5 million on it.
Oh shit! Just to see that shit.
No, I
You disgusting person.
Yeah, I think mine would be a good 10 million. 10 million because I think that would set you up for. It can't be 1 million. 1 million is too little. I can't be doing that.
Do you know what? 1 million isn't a lot. I think that's a lot. If you had started putting money in your pension,
Yeah.
from a young age, from the start of your career, you could probably earn. And this is a little tip for people that don't put anything in the pension and you're young. The moment you start working, you start putting in your pension.
Yeah, solid build.
By the time you finish your retirement, you'll be balling.
Yeah. But no, yeah, it's not enough. So 1 million way too little. 5 million, I think, I still probably not enough. But I think a good solid 10 million, yeah. And then do you know what? You know how I justify it? I was thinking, look, back to our gay question. People out there doing it for free. Who am I to say no for 10 million and still not do it? You know what I mean? It can't be. And then like how Dave eats ice cream and bananas, it can't be that bad. You know what I mean? It can't be that bad. Close your eyes, couple of minutes, boom, 10 million.
10 million, and then you pay someone to kill
That's
them.
why he said £5.
Well, I'm desperate. But yeah, 10 million, pay someone to kill them so they can't tell anyone about it, and then you're happy, right?
Yeah. So basically, money can buy anything. Money can literally buy anything. So if you wanted Rules the cheapest at 5, me and Dave's at 10, okay? So take your pick.
Give me your 5 mil. Give me your 5 mil. I'll just close my eyes.
Yeah. Listen, to be honest, because these questions are a bit like tongue in cheek, we're kind of like whizzing through them really. And then what else was there? I don't know. People need help, but like, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? comments and
The,
everything.
the stick, yeah, the stick with the little.
No. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? And I think
I know what you mean.
no. I mean, not really. Like I mean, let's listen. Like hoe's a bit harsh, but like a not so pleasant girl or whatnot. I mean, you're stuck with what it is. You know what I mean? I think
No,
people ultimately stay what they are. You get what I mean? You can't change them too much. So if you met them as that person, as I don't know, as harshly as the word is or whatnot, they're gonna have elements of that. You get what I mean? They're still gonna be into the thing that they were into as a whatever word that it uses. You know?
I'm under the
I see that question.
same.
Yeah, I see that
Yeah.
question a bit differently.
Oh, go on.
So they're saying, can you?
I'm glad that you can talk now, but yeah, go on.
'Cause my tongue has gone back to normal after.
See, you weren't that bad.
Mate, it was really stinging at one point, but yeah, I think they're saying, can you? I'll say it's slightly different, as in, can you change them? And if they obviously doing that because they need money and you got money, then there's no need for them to do that, right?
No, I don't think the hole was literally. I don't think it means like can you. I don't think it means can you turn a prostitute into a housewife. You know what I mean? I just think the
What do
whole.
you mean then?
You read a
I think it's the first one that what Bo was kind of trying to say. Like they're quite into, that sort of thing, like sleeping around, whatever hoe is defined as. That's what I define it as.
Right.
Sleeping around, whatever. Can you change that person? My thing is, you going into that relationship knowing that you are going to be with this type of person, and I am of the opinion is that you should never change anyone for your own liking. At the end of the day, you're forcing people to do something that they might not want to do. If they want to change, they'll change by themselves. Maybe possibly you can change them by showing them what a certain lifestyle can be like by showing them, but you can't change them. You can't ask them. You can't forbid them. You can't give them rules or whatever. Because at the end of the day, if that is their innate person and they're unwilling to change, they're just going to keep doing what they want to do.
Yeah, I think,
and that's just not hoe as well. It's not just for a hoe. It's for other stuff. Like if you're an outgoing guy, for example, and you like to see your friends and you like to spend time with your friends, as well as your relationship, but you just tend to spend more time out there, and that's how you have your sense of happiness. Why are you stopping that from your person that you are trying to spend your life with, for example?
Whatever you say, I was just going to expand and say whatever you apply doesn't just apply to that person. It literally applies as a whole, whole thing. You can't change. I mean, you shouldn't change someone for your own gain, if that makes sense. You let them be because that's what they were. So even this old person, she'll be what she was. You can't. You probably can change her, but you shouldn't, if that makes sense. And if you're not happy with what she is, then don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there or accept it, because that you have knowingly gone into that relationship. You must have spent time, seeing each other, learning about each other to know not to go to that stage of needing to change anyone. If you don't like it, then move on to something that is viable for you.
All right, I think we're at 53. We've got another question, maybe.
Okay.
But I think you kind of answered this one. So whoever put this one, they probably didn't answer your question last week. So I'll probably answer it quickly. So if you go on a date with someone from an app and they look nothing like their photo, would you stay or leave straight away? And I think Will had an experience of that, like a lot of filters, yada yada yada. Went Nando's. The question, it was even worse date than it possibly could have been. But he stayed. He was a gentleman and he stayed.
Even paid for the Nando's, mate.
Yeah,
cheeky Nando's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can because I just trying to think if
It's a bit.
like I want to be honest. I had been honest after going out with her. I was like, look, I don't think
Yeah, I think
you're the right person for me, or I'm the right person for you. So just leave it there.
it
Um,
depends if it was a pure catfish or
I think the question would lead to that though. Like,
Yeah.
it was to the max, and then it's just not quite it. Right? I think. Yeah, it depends on how bad. I don't know.
do you know what I do? My not trick, but what I do now is try and get on a video call with them.
Yeah.
Do you know? And that saves a lot of time as well. Like for we've mentioned this like ages ago about guys paying for stuff on the first date. What I usually do, obviously, the more that you go on, the more expensive it is for you. The more expensive it gets as well. So it's kind of like you need to be doing a lot more now in order to go have a good time. Like, even if they're not the right person, it's not about if they're the right person. It's about, making sure that you're happy with whatever it is, and then go spend that time with them.
The modern technology actually allowed Will to do a screening process before it even gets to the Nando.
I didn't want to call it about that. That's exactly what it is.
So Nando's lady, the one you did.
I didn't. That was more like off the cuff, like really like it was just like, yeah, okay, let's go meet up. It was literally after a basketball game. She was like, oh, let's meet up. I wasn't doing anything. I was like, okay, fine.
Dave, ever ran away from one or attempted to?
I think came close.
Came close to just what?
So
what happened?
I think again, it's hard to tell from just images, but that's all you got to go on. And then when you meet them in person, it's like you look a bit different.
Yeah, in a bad. It's always in a bad way, of course. It's never looked different. Actually, you can look different in a good way, but no, in this terms, it will normally be a bad thing.
In a bad way. And then we met. We chatted, had a coffee, and then I made a excuse to leave.
What was the excuse? So my cat died. Had to go home.
Didn't have a cat then, but
yeah.
I need to feed my fur babies.
I think again I mentioned it like last week. The trick is like let's have a drink or coffee first and see how it goes, and then we might do dinner later. But yeah.
Right, so always drinking coffee is your backup. So Will does the screening on phone. You do a cheap tea and coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
They're good tips. They're good
as
tips.
Technology goes on. I don't feel a phone call or a video call. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It just saves a bit of time.
I think it does because you'll realize like you can see some mannerisms on camera. Like when I look at you two, I think, fuck me, these two gargoyles. Yeah.
But I
to put it
agree
nicely,
that I think you can tell, and then obviously if they look really hot on video, it's like fucking can we meet tomorrow? That sort of thing.
Last question. And actually, I don't know. Is it our friend from Thailand and whatnot? But I had a hard time dissecting this one. But has this ever happened to you? Wrong person, right time, and then / right person, wrong time. What would you choose?
I don't get that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her. Has this ever happened to you? Wrong person at the right time. So wrong person at the right time. So maybe
what's the right time?
Yeah, no, so maybe right time meaning, because obviously wrong time is you're too young, yeah? You're 16, 17, 18. Right time is you're in your prime, 30s, ready to settle down, but the wrong person, or / right person, wrong time. So this might be, again, like what I said, imagine you're 17, and you're with the right person, but it's the wrong time, yeah? I don't get what would you choose, because obviously you would choose... I would have to choose the right person at the wrong time because you don't want the wrong person at the right time, right? You don't want to be, like I said, in your prime 30, and then it comes back to that settling question as well, isn't it? We tie it back to the settling. Imagine you're at the right time and you're with the wrong person, but you settle. You're going to get the whole thing of wanting to cheat, you know what I mean? So,
then
has it happened to me?
If you choose the right person at the wrong time, means you're not going to
then
settle.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Then it's not gonna happen. I would still choose that. You get what I mean? It's just more like you just park it as a memory bank. You know what I mean? And I just think, yeah, there's always a right person at the right time or wrong time. You just make it work. If that, I'm just trying to think. I don't know.
I think it's like situational. This time thing is based on situational stuff as well. So it can mean a variety of things.
Yeah.
Right, wrong time could mean like you're in a relationship with someone already, or wrong time it could be like you say you're too young, you're starting out your career, and you're trying to build the career as well, and that's what you're focused on. Wrong time could also mean that if you're a woman and you come up to your end of your cycle, as they say, then that could be a wrong time, not for them, but for the other person. So there's a variety of things that it could allude to, but I think maybe the principle of it is what would you do in your instance? Would you go with the wrong person at the right time for you, or would you rather be with someone that is right for you
But
at a time where it's not the best time for you?
yeah, I think you've broken up. Yeah, how it's meant to be done, and I would choose the right person at the wrong time. So you have a good relationship at the wrong time.
It goes to what
As
Bo
opposed
said.
to,
Wrong time can be fixed. So let's say
Yeah.
one of the examples in like right person but wrong time. They could be in another relationship. But if the right person, you're gonna have to do a dirty.
Yeah,
yeah.
because I also think with the bad, not the right person at the right time, I think a lot of people fall into that trap as well, because either whether it is like peer pressure, whether it's they see their friends all getting married off and whatever, and they feel like, oh, this is my time now too, or even if it's like kids, they see so many kids and they've always wanted kids and they felt like, oh, this is the right time for it, but maybe the right person hasn't come along for that, but they've just chosen to be in that situation because, again, it's they feel like it's the right time, and I think that's the key thing. Like time, there is no right time or wrong time. I think it's what you make of that time.
Yeah.
Is the most important thing.
Yeah, because what I would say, this scenario is too hypothetical. I think if you have to,
It seems quite vague. Yeah,
you can make it work. You get what I mean? There's no such thing as right person, wrong time. I mean, there is those circumstances, but I'd say, but if it was truly the right person, you would make it eventually the right time. Do you know what I mean? Something will just linger it on or find. You get what I mean? You work around it. There's no point if you really was made for each other and then that relationship was working. Whatever the barriers there are, you'll fight through it, and then it'll become the right time. You know what I mean?
The most important thing about that is the right person.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, definitely right person.
Yeah,
For
sure.
Just work it out, and if you're 17, you can elope and go Vegas, get married, that sort of thing. There's ways around everything. But yeah.
God, I feel like I'm speaking about myself there just then.
Yeah, a little flashback.
Yeah, real bad flashback just then. I was just thinking just now. I was like, what the?
Did you put these questions in?
No.
I started to realise why Vinny likes our videos and asks us when they're coming out. Because look, we must be really boring. Look at that. She's like stepped through the whole video. It literally must be our voices.
Helps her little one.
Yeah.
Helps his little one as well.
Put it on, right, and they just zig out. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
You would have known I've been holding her all this time.
Yeah, watches us
true.
to go to sleep. So,
Wow.
Yeah,
so we're providing a service. No matter how bad we are, no matter how much shit we talk, we're providing a valuable service to people out there. So
anyway, that was an action packed. I think I did 10 out of the 11 questions that were in here. There's one question I left out, but maybe it weren't about buttholes or gay people or
we don't want to know then.
Yeah, we don't know. Okay. Any last words, guys?
yeah, just apologies for the start. My mouth and tongue was burning, and in probably a few hours, my arse is going to burn as well when it comes out. But I definitely don't recommend this brand.
That's the banging. That's the brand
Good time too. But yeah,
of champions.
stick to the sesame flavour of the Dole Noodles. But yeah, that's.
All right, Nurse Dave, calm yourself down.
You
Yeah,
don't
no,
go
just
off on one. I was going to go off on one about Arsenal, but you know what? We're out of time, and purposely did that so I wouldn't say anything. But anyway, we're still going to win the league. The quad's still on.
Quad is still on.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
yeah. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Comment if you've got any questions. We'd love to see some questions going in the comments if you've got any. Whether it's funny banter or we've had some serious ones today too. So just let us know, and we'll try our best to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe to see when the next video comes out.
Okay. Happy butting. Okay. See you later, guys.
See you later.